few requests to share my labor and delivery story, so here we go. I went 42 weeks and 5 days pregnant. It is my first pregnancy, and I went with a midwife. All natural, no medication, no pain meds, no epidural. I wasn't induced, and I had him at home in my bed, and it was awesome. I would not change a thing about it. It was everything I had envisioned throughout my pregnancy of what I wanted, and my husband also said it was the most beautiful thing he's ever seen, and I don't know what he was looking at. But so 3 a.m. I wake up with contractions, but they just feel like contractions that I've had, like Braxton Hicks. Nothing bad. It just kept me awake. So I texted my midwife and I let her know, and she said, okay, these things, it's gonna take a while. It could be nothing. It could be false labor. So I went about my day. I went to the grocery store. I just walked around. I got things ready. I wasn't experiencing any regular contractions, and around noon that day I had stopped getting contractions, and it was a little disheartening. So I texted my midwife that, and she said, well, just keep me posted, try to rest. So I got a 2-hour nap, woke up with stronger contractions, still not regular. Some would come sooner than others, and some would come really far apart, and there's just no timing it out. And I just stopped trying to time it because I was spending all the time trying to time it out on my phone. And I could have just been relaxing and just like whatever. So my husband comes home at 5 p.m. from work, and he offers to rub my feet on the couch, and I take up that offer, and we're sitting on the couch and he's rubbing my feet, and every once in a while I have a stronger contraction, and they're starting to get a little more intense, and I really have to just like focus on relaxing. And then I hear and I feel on the top right area of my stomach a pop, and my water broke on the couch. Not your regular Hollywood gush scene, but there was definitely a slow trickle of water coming out, and I could tell it smelled like the protein or whatever water, like sugar water. So I text my midwife that, and she said, well, okay, I might just head to bed early, and we're probably gonna have early morning. But it could take a while still because it's your first, and it generally takes a longer time. Just try and relax, take a shower. So I go in the shower, and I find myself on my hands and knees in the shower. My body is telling me to push, and it's just this overwhelming, like my body is doing it for me. I'm not in control at this point. It's like, hey, it's time to get this bun out of the oven. And my husband is waiting on the other side of the shower curtain, and I say, call the midwife. So he calls the midwife. She says, okay, I didn't even go to bed. I thought this would happen. I'm on my way. She lives an hour away. She tells me, try not to push. I'm not pushing. So I go and I sit in bed. My husband makes this huge wall of cushions. He took every pillow from the couch and put it on the bed and propped me up. And that whole hour it took for her and the other 2 midwives to get to my house, I was transitioning, and I was double peaking in contractions. So typically you'd get 30 seconds at least in between a contraction, but I was getting maybe 5 seconds before the next one would hit me, and it was just on top of each other, intense stuff, and I didn't know what was happening, so it was a little scary, and I couldn't relax. I was really looking forward to the challenge of relaxing through contractions, but I I just didn't have that time, and I did the best I could. It wasn't that bad. It was intense. It was just really intense, and my whole body just kind of like surrendered. It just laid there on the bed, but my ankles were hanging off the bed and my feet were just like writhing in discomfort. Like I don't know what's going on. I know it's nothing bad. The midwife's coming. I just kept thinking that. And then they came, and I was pretty much ready to just get him out of there. And once the transition phase was over, it was only an hour of true discomfort. Then the pushing phase was kind of like icing on the cake. It was just relaxing, and they gave me a little oxygen mask because I probably looked like I needed some oxygen at that point. And it was funny, we laughed and we told jokes during this part, and a few pushes and he was out. I got to feel the top of his head before he came all the way out, and when he came out, my husband said I reached out and grabbed him immediately and put him on my chest, but I really don't remember that. I just remember holding him and listening to his little cry. He didn't even really wail. He just like, meh, meh. And he was so adorable. And after that, the midwives cleaned up. They did laundry. They helped me to the bathroom. They did dishes. And then they just left. And we were left alone at home with our baby. And we were already at home and comfortable and in bed, and we had food, and we just enjoyed ourselves. And I really encourage you, if you're even thinking about going this route, to go the midwife route. All natural, no pain meds. It was beautiful. So, so, so beautiful. So if you have any questions, comment below. I would love to answer any questions. I would love to hear about your birth stories. And yeah, have a good day. Bye.